Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the weekly Daily GizWiz is provided by the new Winamp for Android, featuring wireless sync and one-click iTunes import. Now with free daily music downloads and full-length CD listening parties. Download it for free at winamp.com/Android. Video bandwidth for the weekly Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com. It's time for the weekly Daily GizWiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1343, recorded December 3rd, 2011. The weekly Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Ford, featuring available voice-activated sync. Sync gives you versatile access to music, podcasts, and more from just about any device. Check it out in the new 2012 Ford Focus and at Ford.com/technology. And by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on your PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone, or TV instantly. All streamed directly to you, saving you time, money, and hassle. For your free 30-day trial, go to netflix.com/twit.
And now, get ready for Dick.
I don't know about you, but whenever the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, I want to be back with the GizWiz. Ooh, 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 oh, hey.
The weekly Daily GizWiz. Daily GizWiz. The weekly Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy. It's time once again to bring in Dickie D from another planet to talk to us about gadgets. Hello, Ricardo.
Leo, how are you, pal?
Oh, I am so well. I'm so fine. And I guess Myra's in there with you today?
Myra's here.
That's good.
We are both wishing you belated happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, it was on Tuesday, the big 5-5.
Oh, the 5-5. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Did my DVD collection arrive? My little gift?
You sent me a DVD collection, huh?
Yeah, overcoming your fear of public speaking.
No, I could use that. I haven't received that yet. Would you facilitate that, would you? You know, I'm going to Paris on Monday. If it doesn't come here by Monday, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. Now,
gonna-
what are you doing in Paris? I know you're going as some sort of a scam to get out of the studio and
So I don't
visit
have to deal
folks.
with you next week. Actually, Tom Merritt will be doing the GizWiz next week. No, Eileen and Sarah and I are going, and Lisa are going to Paris because there's a big conference going on there called Le Web. That's very French. They take an
that's very
American word, they add
yeah.
le.
Well, don't speak over my head. Could you translate it?
Yeah, the web. And so Le Web.
Oh, okay. I never would have gotten that.
The guy who throws it is a really neat guy that actually lives here in the Bay Area. His name is Loïc Lemur. He's a French entrepreneur who basically realized he couldn't be an entrepreneur in Europe very easily, so he came to the States. He started a company called Seismic, which is still around, does some really neat stuff. And he realized that the American way of venture capital and entrepreneurialism just doesn't translate well to Europe. So he brings American entrepreneurs to Paris every year. He's been doing this, I don't know, 7 years now, to meet European entrepreneurs and to kind of spread the culture of entrepreneurialism in Europe. So, boy, does he have really amazing guests. If you want to see all the people who will be speaking at Le Web, you can go to their website. And the good news is that we are going to, IBM has set up a stage for us. And we are going to, after people speak at Le Web, we're going to pull them off the stage into our studio facility, our IBM studio facility, and be able to broadcast interviews with these guys. It's December 7th, 8th, and 9th, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Eric Schmidt, Kevin Rose, Sean Parker, Phil Lieben of Evernote, Marissa Meyer of Google, Mike McHugh of Flipboard, Facebook's Joanna Shield, Dave Morin of Path, from Instagram, Kevin Systrom, and on and on and on. Bill Gross of Idealab. These people will all be speaking. We're going to get many of them for interviews. So because it's 9 hours later there, we'll be doing this at 1 to 4 o'clock Paris time. But but that's like 4 a.m. That's like from 4 to 8 a.m. Pacific time. So it'll early morning broadcast here in the U.S., but you'll be able to watch it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that should be very
That's great.
very fun. So Sarah and I will be doing all these great interviews. And
then you're going to do a little vacationing while you're there?
well, it's 3 days. We fly Monday. I get there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm meeting the president of France on Wednesday, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they invited us to a reception.
Holy
Won't that be fun?
cow.
So I guess I'll have to bring shorts because I know that's considered very dressy in Paris is to wear short pants, right? I was told
Yeah,
that.
very short,
Yeah.
very short.
Short,
and
little.
a Hawaiian lei. You'll be perfect.
Exactly.
And you have those. You have the headgear with the ear flaps.
Yes.
that'll be good.
Oh, really? They wear that? Oh, because it's winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be wearing all that when I meet the president and his wife, his lovely wife, the Italian chanteuse Carla Bruni. So that'll be fun, and that's Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday,
Thursday
then
and Friday you'll be in
Saturday and
prison.
Sunday I'll be in prison. Yeah, I'm planning to get out by Saturday so I can fly home. So it's not going to be. I guess I'm gonna have a little time. I fly home actually Monday, I think. So I'll have a little Saturday and Sunday to visit, but there won't be a lot of time. It's exhausting, you know. This will be hard work. Anyway, that's
Speaking of Paris, I loved the movie Hugo. Have you seen it?
I heard it's great, and I want to see it before I go. We should go see Hugo. It's all about
is
a little boy who lives in the Paris train station, right?
Yeah.
Martin
Who
Scorsese.
loves gadgets.
Oh, he's
I
a
think
gadget hound.
It has our name written all over. Who loves gadgets and old movies. It's
Really?
just perfect.
Oh, it's a Martin Scorsese film. I'd really like to see that.
An amazing 3D.
Yeah. You know how
Do they
I
have-
feel about 3D.
Do you have a 3D theater there?
Yeah, we do, I think. Yeah, we can watch
That
it in
little
3D.
theater there?
Yeah, the little theater, the little 3D theater. I believe it's 3D. They have a balcony. Does that count?
Well, yeah. Oh, no, I think they show the same movie in two different theaters and you just sit in the middle. And,
Cross your eyes.
yeah,
And
exactly.
it works.
Real fast. you run from theater to theater very, very fast, and it becomes 3D.
Anyway, that's good. So I'll be gone next Saturday, but Scott Wilkinson's going to do the radio show, which is great. We'll have home theater. And then you'll do the weekly Daily Gizmos with Tom Merritt. So everything will be the same.
Super.
Yeah.
Super.
So let us get some gadgets.
in the background, by the way, it's
Yes.
Christmas. There is my world famous.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Is that whipped cream? What is that?
No, it's the fiber optic tree
It's not lit
left
up.
to me by the producers of Pride and Glory.
Right.
The
It was left on your
Colin
boat.
Farrell movie that came out in 2000.
I see the tree now, but and to the left of the tree, what is that? A pile of mashed potatoes? What is that?
It's leftover from Thanksgiving. What is that?
What is that?
Oh, it's my bear.
Oh,
Potatoes.
Yeah, well, from the back, it looks like mashed potatoes.
It's Mashy.
Mashy the potato bear.
I'm not mashed potatoes.
I thought it was actually polar bear poop, but I didn't want to say. Okay, good. Anyway,
Yes.
yes, let us get our first gadget of the day.
Okay. I think it was a year ago, fall. I did a backpack from a company called iSafe, and it was a backpack with a built-in alarm. So if the child felt they were being threatened, they would pull a little string, which would set the alarm off and also set off flashing LED lights. So now the company has just come out with the iSafe waist pack. So this is to carry your camera. Maybe you need this too.
I might need this for
your-
France. This is good.
Your carry your camera, your wallet, whatever. It has the same alarm system, and they sent me one, and I know the alarm's going to go off because I've used the backpack, and I forgot how loud it is. And I said, let me just see if they put batteries. And I pulled the pin. I nearly hit the ceiling. It's 125 decibels. So this guy is loud, and then there are 4 flashing red LEDs. So if you feel
I think this is a good idea. I like this idea. Yeah.
and the list price is $39.95, so it's not ridiculously priced. And
Because, I think we're all brought up to be polite. And we don't want to scream in public and stuff. And I think that inhibition can get you into trouble. So having something that does the screaming for you is a good idea.
You know what? That should be
Their
our new
slogan. We'll do the screaming for you.
Now
Exactly.
you learn how easy it is to activate and deactivate the iSafe alarm.
Now this is the backpack.
The backpack.
But it's probably the same alarm.
Lift
I'm sure it's the same alarm system.
and pull the cord.
Oh, there's just like
It will
a.
immediately activate
Okay.
the
Ow.
simultaneously.
Ow. Okay. And that's really loud, huh?
120 dBs is pretty loud.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
You simply
Yeah.
reinsert the
Yeah,
pin
sure.
into
Inside it is.
the close
Trust me.
flap.
Wow.
Now you're ready to go.
So it's available now, and they also make a messenger bag. So that they now have 3 items in the iSafe line: the waist pack, the backpack, and the messenger bag.
I like how they call it a waist pack, not a fanny. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. They don't call it a fanny pack, do they?
No,
But that's what it
because
is.
A lot of times you don't wear it. You wear it.
It really is a
Some
waist.
people wear them in the front.
Yeah.
Some people
It's a
wear it
waist
on the
pack,
side.
yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. And how much again? Very affordable. $40, right?
List prices are $40, $39.99.
And is the only
And
place
they're
you can
at
get it.
isafebag.com.
That's where you have to go. isafebags.com.
Yeah.
Very good. That's our first gadget. Our second gadget, we got a little video. Tell us about this company, Quirky. Do you tell us in the video?
Quirky is really great. I've shown a lot of Quirky stuff. We talked about Pivot Power.
Right.
Remember Pivot Power? It's the extension that you could. It bends in different ways, so you can. All 6 plugs can take a big transformer.
Right.
Or if you wanted to curl around the leg of a desk. And they're based here in Manhattan, so down by Squarespace. So I went down to Quirky, and I was talking to the people there, and you and I both get asked, "Oh, I got an invention. What should I do?"
Right.
Well, you can go to the Quirky website, and and it's a small fee. It's $10. Okay, you can post your invention. And then they have something called the Quirky community. It's kind of like their chat room. And it's not live like our chat room is, but people comment on if they think your invention is worthwhile, or they come up with suggestions to change your invention. So the guy who invented the Pivot Power, Tiffany, the PR lady, said, Dick, he gets a check for $100,000 every few months.
Wow.
So he is doing well. She said a certain number of people, it was more than 100, share in much lesser amounts because someone came up with the idea to call it Pivot Power.
Right.
Someone else might have come up with, I
that's
think it
neat.
needs a pilot light.
So it's fully collaborative.
Exactly. And then how they vote on the gadget is, first of all, the community votes on it, and then all the people who work at Quirky vote on it. And then the final test is, if they're going to put something into production, they set a quota. Let's see if 1,700 people would buy this.
Right.
And then they put it up, and the gadget I'm going to show you, I believe they needed 1,700 people. And she said, Dick, 1,700 people said they wanted to buy this within the first 48 hours. She said,
Wow.
which is very, very fast. So that meant we went ahead and produced the unit, refined the unit, and it'll be on sale in time for Christmas. And this is the video for that.
Before I show that, though, they sent me a picture that they took when you were visiting. This was the expression in your face when you heard that the guy was making several $100,000 a year on Pivot Power. Your reaction was this. So
Yeah.
he's just it was a little bit, I don't know, shock, dismay.
Yeah, you have that wrong. She was saying, we have a guy here who does a little podcast for us, and he's making $250,000. That's
What? I think that was 125 decibel. What? Here's Dickie D at the Quirky offices.
Hey, Dick DeBartolo, Mads, Strider, and the GizWiz. I'm here at Quirky. Those are quirky people. I'm a quirky person. You may be too, because Quirky is where people who have ideas about inventions can go to Quirky.com, and they might actually have their product developed and sold. Remember Pivot Power?
That was a huge
thing. Yeah, we did this on the Weekly Daily GizWiz. Pivot Power is from Quirky, and the inventors get to share in the profits. There's a whole rack of Quirky products that actually are in the marketplace already. You know, I actually came here with my own idea, the air conditioner for the sauna. You know, you could be in the sauna, not even have to take your clothes off. They were not crazy about it, but, you know, I'll push them on it. But anyway, how many times have you said to yourself, is there a pot that I could use to prep, strain, serve, and store pasta? That really keeps me awake at night.
You mean,
well, you know, we don't do a lot of gadgets for cooks, but we are today. With Ventu, this is really a beautiful device. Brushed stainless, hardwood handles. So you make your pasta, you put your pasta in here, and then, I'm going to hold it up and show you, when you lower this handle,
it turns into a colander.
It actually strains the pasta. The water pours out. Don't do it in this direction, do it over the sink. Then close it. Now the pasta is ready to get sauce. You can serve it in this. I mean, this looks great on the table. And then you can actually store it in this. So this is a very clever device. Ventu is about 55 bucks, great for the holidays. And it's available now. I think I said that. So if you have an idea, go to Quirky.com and all the info is there. So this is your Quirky reporter, Dick DeBartolo, Mad's Maddest Writer, and the GizWiz. I'm going to go make some pasta. You look at those.
You're making me hungry. I want some pasta. That's really interesting. So somebody came up with that idea, went to Quirky.com and said, I've got an idea. And then they vetted it, and people said, yeah, you should make this.
Exactly.
1,700 people in 24 hours said they'd buy it?
I think it was 48 hours.
Wow.
And they said, would you, we want to sell this for $55. Do you want to commit to buy one for $49? You don't have to buy it. If we don't get enough people, we're not going to make it. But she said they got a great number of people very quickly. So they actually produced the unit. And I spoke to the PR person just earlier because I said, you know, I don't see it for sale on your website yet. And she said probably in the next week to 10 days it'll be up there.
I think it's there now. I see it on the Quirky site.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good, okay.
Well, no, it says at what price would you consider this product a good value, a good bargain? So they even get their pricing information there.
It's still not in the store yet, but she said that should change in the next week.
Well, that's really,
and
really
after,
cool.
after the website, it'll go to Bed Bath & Beyond. It'll into stores.
So they get distribution too, which is actually a big part of this.
She said that the Pivot Power was a really monster seller. That kid is set for life.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really neat idea. And what's nice, they call this, what do they call it? Social invention marketing or something like that. And I think this is really a very, very interesting idea. I like the idea.
Yeah, it's called Ventu. V-E-N-T-U is what that device is.
Yeah, and Quirky is QUIRKY.com.
Oh.
And, we just got a box from Quirky. I wonder if we have a Ventu. We have a bunch of Quirky products here.
Good. Very good.
Yeah,
they're fans of the show, so.
Really neat. Well, I just love the idea. I presume they help you with production as well. Get you a factory and all of that stuff.
We were in, Dennis came with because he shot the video, and were just showing me their $200,000 3D printer.
Wow.
And
so they can make prototypes.
Yes, yeah. She said, it used to take months. You send it to overseas, and then the product sample comes back, and it's nothing like what you thought the drawings were. So now they just make the objects right there in the back of the office. So
the prototypes, anyway. But what's neat is look at all the products they have. That's really neat. Pivot Power is absolutely something that I thought was really a good idea. Yeah. Graters. They have kitchen items. Neat.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Let's take a break. We're going to come back with your third product. I've got a turn the table turkey, and we've got a warehouse gadget as well as some letters from our viewers. But before we go any further, I should talk a little bit about our friends at the Ford Motor Company. I said our friends at the, thank you, Ford Motor Company. We talk a lot about Ford's amazing technology, their incredible engines. I got an email from Scott Monty this week. I'm really hoping to get that all-electric 2012 Focus. And Scott said, we have an influencers list. We might be able to get you on it. I would love to. I can't wait. I'm very excited about that electric vehicle. And the 2012 Focus is great for a lot of different reasons. It's besides, they have gas, hybrid electric, and electric engines, so you get your choice. And they've loaded it up with their greatest state-of-the-art technology, like the Sync with My Ford Touch. In fact, if you want to see Sync with My Ford Touch, the best place to do it is to go to your Ford dealer and say, let me see the 2012 Focus. And they'll show you. You get the big 7-inch screen in the console, the 2 little screens behind the steering wheel. And it's great. I mentioned GPS last week. You talk to it. That's kind of important because you're keeping your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. So it's, you're still paying attention to driving, but you press the button on the wheel, and you could say things like, play genre classical, and it'll play your classical music, or play Amy Winehouse, and it'll play an Amy Winehouse song, or you can even say play a track. Play 1812 Overture, and it will play it. It also, if you have Sync with My Ford Touch, the HD radio features iTunes tagging, so you can tag a song you like as you're hearing it on an HD radio station, and then buy it when you get back from iTunes to the house. They have the Media Hub supports wired connections from just about any device, USB ports, SD slots, RCA jacks. The wireless access from Bluetooth. I use that with my iPhone. I'll turn on the A2DP and I can listen to my audiobooks. When I get in the car, it starts playing. When I get out, it stops playing. I'm never lose my place in the book. You just connect your devices and play. It's just fantastic for music, for podcasts. They support Slacker and Stitcher and Pandora with the app link. It's just great. I want you to take a look at it. Go to your Ford dealer and drive one today, or visit Ford.com/technology, and you can take a look at the website with all these technologies in them, everything they do. And then lots of videos. It really explains it. Ford.com/technology. Sync and My Ford Touch bring versatility to entertainment in your vehicle. Dick, you got a third gadget for us? I see you're looking around for it. Did you lose it?
Yes, I was looking for the box, but I don't see the box. But this is really a great stocking stuffer. It's called TankBot.
TankBot.
So this is TankBot. This is a little TankBot. Now, TankBot has 3 different modes. First of all, you flip out a little dongle in the back, and TankBot plugs into your computer and recharges his internal batteries. It's one of those half-height USB ports, dongles. So you stick that in, takes about 15 minutes, then he's fully charged. Then there's a little button, and you push the button, and he's starting up now. He makes all sorts of weird sounds, kind of funny. So he has 3 modes. In the first mode is the avoidance mode. So you can make a little maze on your desk, and he will run around. When he sees an object, he will turn and go in a different direction and work his way.
They're so cute
through the maze. Playing with him, he doesn't recognize black. It has to be something reflective that some light bounces off. In the second, there he is. In the second mode, he just runs around crazy and makes weird sounds, including like he's a crying sound. And in
I hear him right now doing that.
Yeah, yeah. And the third mode, it actually comes with a little dongle that plugs into your iPhone or iPod Touch, and you can control him with an app. Now, it's not the accelerometer. It's just speed, forward, back, and stop. But, Leo, TankBot is $20 at Radio Shack.
And it works if you have an iPhone. With your iPhone, they have an app, right?
They have an app, and you get the little adapter.
They're having a race. It's apparently not that easy to steer.
No. Well, they also have it sort of in a bathtub, it looks like.
Right. I don't know what the hell they're... That's pretty funny.
3 different colors, and the 3 different colors have three different frequencies so that they can
Now, how do you charge it? Is it USB? Do they have batteries?
Yeah, yes. You just you fold down that little dongle in the back and stick them in your computer. He has his two little like headlights light up, and when the headlights go out, he's fully charged. So it's very fun, and there's a new gray one that's just coming out. It's not in the photo.
Is this from
yet.
ThinkGeek? Is this from ThinkGeek?
No, you know, I'm sure ThinkGeek is carrying it.
Yeah, this
or
is really right up their alley, isn't
They
it?
will soon. But I noticed that when I did a quick little web search, it seemed like Radio Shack was introducing it at $5 off. So they were doing $19.95 instead of $24.95. But a great stocking stuffer. I think kids will be entertained.
So-
Executives, when you're waiting for the phone call, you can let it run around your desk and avoid things.
We showed people steering it, but there is an autonomous mode that it steers itself. It uses the optics built in to steer itself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah. This is where they're seeing each other, and then the other mode is just silly. It runs forward, making weird sounds, cries, turns around, runs back.
Let's turn on the audio here. Let's see. I want to hear the sound. I guess they got the music. Oh, there it is.
It's silly to have the music
I
obscuring.
know, because you want to hear it. How fun. That would be really fun. I might have to get a few of those for the studio.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I hear it.
he's right. Yeah, he's right now. His treads are running. Go on, do some. Then he.
How long can you play on a charge?
You know what? I guess I let it run about 10 minutes, but I don't know if it was dead or not. I just took him up off the floor.
Dr. Mom, she says she would step on that thing so fast.
Well, it's not for doctors. This is not for professionals.
Not for trained professionals, only for the amateurs in the world. Now, Dick, if you do the honors, I have a turn the table turkey.
Ooh, I will. Hey, it's Dick DeBartolo, Mads Maddest writer, and the Giz Wiz. Unfortunately, it's not so much fun anymore because for the past 4, almost 5 weeks, the gadgets have been pretty good. So let's hope for another piece of crap on this week's Turn the Table Turkey.
I wonder what's under my desk. There must be something under here. Oh, look at this. Turn the table turkey, leftover from Thanksgiving, a turkey. Actually, I wouldn't say this is 100% a turkey. It's kind of interesting. If you have an iPhone, I showed the Allo clip, and a lot of people went out and got Allo clips. That was the little clip-on macro and wide-angle lens. This is somewhat, for the iPhone, this is somewhat similar, except it's, well, it's hard to describe. This is from a company called Cogito, K-O-G-E-T-O.com. They make a very fancy device for your camera to take 360-degree images called the Lucy. The Lucy is like $1,000. It's an adjustable arm. The camera goes in it. It's got a camera. I mean, it's just very complicated. The idea being you get full 3D images for $1,000, and that's not including the camera. So this is something a little less expensive. Here's a video from them of what it looks like as you're looking around and watching this 360-degree video. You can see what's in front, but then you can scroll around as the video's moving and see what's in back. Now, the quality on the Lucy is very good, as you'd expect for $1,000, but it's also huge. So this, the idea of this, the Dot, is kind of the same thing, except it's $80 and it fits right on an iPhone. So this is the clip-on Dot. It's just a plastic clip, and at one end of it is something similar to the way the Lucy works. It's like a fisheye mirror. And you can see that it's got a hole for the lens, and it just goes right over the camera, the built-in camera, on the iPhone and snaps right on fairly securely. Then you put the iPhone face down to use it. Now, you need some special software because it's recording a video. It's not a snapshot. In fact, if I were to take a picture with this, I don't know. Well, maybe I should just try and see.
You know, I think you could take a photo with it.
Let's try that. Problem is that you can see what it's seeing, right? It's not. So if I take a picture with it, you're going to get a picture.
Oh yeah, that's
of,
right.
Of
yeah.
the Lucy, or
Yes.
of the dot. So it needs some special software that understands that what it's seeing is a little different, and then takes that information and processes it. This software is free for the iPhone. It's called Looker. And let me get out of this. This is a video I shot. We'll go back to. These are some videos that I've shot. And that's one negative on this thing is, by the way, these videos have to be played back with a special kind of software. You can upload it to their site. So the first thing you'll see is that when you turn it on, is there's a ring, and you want that ring to match up with the ring on the camera. That's how it knows exactly where to look for the video. All right, I've got that matched up. Now watch. I'm going to press the record button, and I'm going to put it on the desk. And then we're going to do some stuff. You could talk. I could talk. We could move around. What is going on there? Like this and all of that. And it's recording video while we're doing this, see? See, that's the whole idea of this thing. So let me now stop it. Here, we'll just stop it. So one problem I have is you always get the beginning and the end where you're picking it up. But I guess you could always edit that.
You can edit it,
Yeah, in iMovie or whatever.
Or you have to be very, very fast.
Yes. And then you see I can share it to Facebook, Twitter. I can email it or upload it to their site. You can create a free account on the Cogito site. But let me just play back that video I just made for you so you'll see. You put it down. Now, it takes a little while to get back in focus, and now it's in focus. Now, if I don't do anything, it's just a video of what was looking straight ahead. But you see, it's the whole time that I was doing that, it's recording 360 degrees of video, everything around me.
I think that's kind of fun.
It's interesting. I think it'd be great for extreme sports. You know, if you're skiing, that's the kind of thing that I think people are meant to use it for. It doesn't go up or down, though, right? It's just a band.
No, it's just yeah.
So
exactly.
you probably want to place it on something fairly high. If you want to see what it looks like, the best thing to do is probably to go to the Cogito website, where they have a gallery of dot spots. That's what they call it. I'll just play a few dot spots so you can see. Here's one taken at Washington Square Park in New York City. So it requires a special player. See, he's putting it down. Now that he's put it down, it'll focus. There's the gate at Washington Square Park, right? But I can look around. So there's a person playing the piano. Let's get some audio. You can hear the piano. You can see people watching. Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
There's
So if someone takes your wallet, you can get
see
this
him.
and see who was behind you.
Yes. And this is a guy holding
it's a
it. So
security gadget.
he's hand holding it. So that's kind of interesting. So I'll go back to dot spots. Let's see another one. Here's a guy holding it while he's skiing. Are you ready for this one? All right. So we're going to start playing it. All right. And now, okay, ready? She's going to go down here.
Yeah.
And now she's
Try and stick close-ish to you.
he's following her, right?
Ready, wait up.
So that's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah.
360 degrees. It's not super high quality optics,
Freshies.
but it's as good. I mean, the Olo clip wasn't either. I mean, you can see. You also see some reflections off the plastic. There's a plastic hood
Yes.
over it, and you can see some of
Oh,
those.
he nails it.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it is.
So we can watch the guy who's holding the camera, or we could see what he's seeing when he looks straight ahead. Let's watch his friend jump over a mogul here. And it's the iPhone video, which is on the iPhone 4S is really excellent video. So that's kind of interesting. So maybe what I should do is I should take this out into the wild and do some stuff with it. Because I've only just been
go
using it here in the
skiing.
studio. I'm just doing boring things. Maybe I'll go skiing or jump out of an airplane.
Nothing you do is boring. How can
Sitting
you-
at a desk is boring. Anyway, so this is from Cogito. It's $80 off their website. They have a store there. They also have videos that you can see. They come in several colors, including the black, which is the one I have. There's a cheery red one, a hug-inspiring pink one, a surprisingly attractive green one to match your tank bot, and then you can find out more about Lucy. And the Lucy production kit, which includes the camera system, is $5,000. This is only $80. It makes it seem more reasonable for $80, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cogito, you saw them. I guess I owe this to you.
Yes, Showstoppers had a little preview.
So we'll see
We're
this at
doing
CES.
Showstoppers when we're in Vegas, and they were there. And the woman called me and said, I'm going to send you one. I said, no, I don't have an iPhone, but send it to my friend Leo.
You probably could use it with a touch, although the touch, since it's a different shape.
I asked, and she said, it really is.
It's better on the
fits
iPhone.
Much better on the
Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah. Well, it fits very nicely. It's very secure. You could see he was skiing while holding it. So, yeah, it works. Cogito. I don't know how often I'd use it, but it's just one more little thing you can add to your iPhone camera to have more fun with it. Excellent. Let's take a break, talk a little bit about Netflix. When we come back, we'll visit the warehouse and get your letters of the week. I do want to remind everybody, though, that if they don't yet have a Netflix subscription, the holidays are a great time to give Netflix. And I gave my mom a Netflix DVD subscription, and I even gave her a TV with a DVD player. Last year, she said, just give me the streaming. That's all I really ever use. And that's the beauty of it. No more discs gathering dust underneath your TV. Just watch movies the minute you feel like it, spontaneously. Thousands of films, TV shows. They have every episode of the U.S. Office, for instance. All 7 seasons, 1 through 7. That's very cool. Glee, seasons 1 and 2. Burn Notice. The Vampire Diaries, Teen Wolf, Walking Dead, if you want to catch up. Breaking Bad, same thing. I bought Breaking Bad, and then they put all of the first 3 seasons on Netflix. I went, oh, man, this is great. Blackadder, you like Blackadder? His Christmas carols on it. The 30 Rock Christmas episodes, The Happy Elf. They just have a ton of great stuff for adults and for kids. Romeo and Juliet, Toy Story 3, the new Tron is on there. Just fantastic. I'm a big fan. And I got to say, it's the best value in entertainment anywhere. For less than the cost of one movie ticket, you get a month's worth of great movies. $7.99 a month. Your first month is free if you go to Netflix.com/twit. Netflix.com/twit. And if you're already a Netflix member, tell a friend, tell a family member, maybe even this would be a good Christmas gift for somebody in your family. It plays on your TV, your Blu-ray player, your iPad, your iPhone, your Android, your computer, your Xbox 360, your PlayStation. Basically anywhere where you can get stuff off the internet and play it back, it's going to have it. Netflix.com/twit. We thank them so much for their support of the entire Twit network and encourage everybody to give it a try. They do have a Just for Kids tab now, which means it's easier to find those kids' movies. Okay, Dick, are you ready to do a little warehousing?
I am, sir.
I mention this because, there is a special spot in the world where gadgets end up no longer loved, no longer needed, no longer dusted, but they're still there in Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Collecting dust.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man who does not dust, Dickie D. I bet that is it dusty?
doing?
Is it dusty in the warehouse? Do you have a?
It's not terribly dusty because it was built as a warehouse, so it's a solid brick building. Very, very few windows.
No dust can get in.
No dust can get in. The one thing that I stupidly did not do, I stored tons of Mads there, and for some reason, I thought that because it was sort of a sealed building, that my Mad magazines would not turn yellow. But I was sadly mistaken.
You know, that's the high quality paper that Bill Gaines chose for
Yes,
Mad Magazine.
yes, exactly. He demanded crappy paper, and I remember there was a paper strike and the printer called Bill and said, Bill, we have a contract to supply paper. We can't get the newsprint style paper you like. We're replacing it at our expense with high gloss paper. And Bill said, not on your life.
You'll ruin our reputation.
Man has to be printed on crappy paper. So find me crappy paper.
I need more acid content.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, Leo, I took I finally, now that the rent's going up to $3.95 a month, I took a case of Mads and I mailed them. I should have mailed them. I sent them FedEx to a Heritage Auction House. And so I'll post it when it goes up. There's going to be a Mad auction.
Oh, that's neat.
Of like 20 of my Mad specials from the 1960s. The first Mad I ever wrote for is going to be on the auction.
Wow.
Yeah. And the only reason I hope they sell really good, Leo, is because I had no idea how much FedExing a box of magazines would be. It was, when she asked me, she said, okay, it's $189.40.
Well, I think you'll make that much in the auction. I'm sure you will.
Yes, I'm sure I will.
Do you autograph them, or do they tell you, no, they need to be pristine?
You know, he said, don't do the cover. He said, are these like Bill Gaines had everything sealed in plastic,
right,
and in a warehouse and pristine. I said, my magazines are not like that. I said, I was thinking of just signing the index page with Madly Dicky, but he said, that's a great idea. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll they're going to go up on auction the 17th to the 25th of December. So I'll know, what it's like then.
So do they give you any input on how to, I guess it's an auction, so they don't have to price it.
No. The only thing they did is they did say that you pay the FedEx, but we have a special insurance policy with FedEx. So if they're lost, you'll get $2,000. So at least they think they're worth that much.
I'm sure they're worth more than that.
Yeah. So, yeah, one would hope. One would hope.
You know, I saw, and I'm going to look for it while you talk about this gadget, but I saw a picture on my Google Plus account of Jimi Hendrix reading a Mad magazine.
Oh, yes. Yes, someone posted that recently.
Have you seen it? Yeah, I really want to find this and show people, because that's pretty cool. And the thing is, there's undoubtedly a Dick DeBartolo piece in there, because you've been in every issue of Mad magazine since you started.
Well, no, I started in 63.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jimmy, that would have been after that. It would have been 67.
Right. But it wasn't in, like, for the first 5 or 6 years, I was just, doing hitting issuhes here and there.
Oh, so you wouldn't necessarily be in that issue.
Be in every. And then one day there was a thing with an issue on it that was going to press on a Monday, and it was a Friday, and Gaines called and said, is it possible to do something over the weekend? And I said, Billy, absolutely. So I did that, and they liked it. And then he said, you know what? You saved this. What can we do for you? I said, I just put me in every issue. And they said, done.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So they did that. You're in every issue as a favor to you.
As a favor to me, exactly. I mean, you have to write stuff that they like.
Oh, they don't just put the same thing in over and over.
No, it's not like this show where we would do just do it over and over.
Yeah, no original material here.
No. Yeah. And it's so funny because that happens to be a perfect lead-in to the first time I've ever done this, a do-over. While I was picking up the Mads at the warehouse, I found my first Casio camera, and I looked on the website. I did it 6 years ago on week 3 of the Daily Giz Wiz. And I'm thinking, we have talked so much about cameras in the past few months that to show people again the first under $1,000 digital camera, okay?
Is that Vivitar? Who is that?
No, Casio.
Casio?
the Casio QV10. Now, it came with 2 megabytes of non-removable memory.
2 megabytes. That's not even enough for one image in any, even on my iPhone.
The images it shot were 320 by 240.
Oh my God.
So you could shoot up to 90 some odd images, view them on the 1.8-inch LCD color screen, and if you wanted manual control, you did have light dark. Okay?
Is it 2 lenses? There's 2 lenses? One light, one dark?
I think just close the lens down a little. Okay? No flash.
Oh, man.
Okay. And it said in the instruction book, if you turn the camera off or disconnect the AC adapter.
Oh, this is a do-over. I remember this. Yes.
While it is processing a film, a video.
Don't do that.
Saving, when you took a picture,
Do
it
not
said,
turn it off.
The hourglass came up for about 30 seconds.
Saving, working.
Saving. Right. It says, if you interrupt this cycle, the screen will say fatal error, and you must return the camera to Casio.
There's no way to fix it yourself.
There is no way.
Do not get your hopes up.
Only Casio tech support can take care of this problem. Okay, so 1966, first under $1,000 digital camera, and it sold for, what you guess?
Well, you said under 1,000, so $999? I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, they actually shot way under it.
$749.
It was only $650.
Oh, what a deal. Such a deal. I can't believe you have one.
Yeah, think about 1966, 2006. What are we? How many years later? We're up to? It's not that. I'm trying to find was introduced in 1966, 2006. So is that only 15 years ago? Is that possible?
Wait a minute. This came out. Wait a minute. 1996.
1996.
Yeah, so it's 15 years ago. 15 years ago, yeah. 1966, I don't think they had digital cameras then.
No, actually, back then, it was similar to this, but it came with crayons.
Yeah, you draw it yourself.
You draw it. You look through the magnifying glass, and you draw it.
Now, let me show you. This is the picture of Jimi Hendrix getting his hair done. And it looks like he's getting it ratted, and he's reading a Mad magazine. Alfred E. Newman is on the cover. He's got, it looks like, is it a Jack in the Box?
I believe it is a Jack in the, I think it's a Jack in the Box on a spring. It might be special spring issue.
The spring issue. So do you recognize that cover? I'm sure you.
I recognize the cover. Good, my God. What I have in it.
No idea.
After all these years, I remember once at a Christmas party, I said to someone, that was such a funny thing you wrote. And they said, no, you wrote that. And I said, no, you wrote it. I said, no, we got to go find the issue. I had written it.
Dick, you wrote it.
But I took credit for someone that said, what do you mean you wrote that? I wrote that.
It's been a long time. But this is what blows me away, Dick. I mean, you are a cultural landmark.
Like 44 years. No, it's very funny. But they ran my picture when I hit the 40th year of every issue, and the editor said, this is quite remarkable. And I said, well, why would that be? And they said, because it's every issue for 40 years.
Yeah, there's a little remarkableness. And I mean, when you see a picture like this, Jimi Hendrix reading Mad Magazine, you realize that everybody of my generation, we grew up on this stuff.
Yeah. No, it's. Yeah,
you're
I remember
a huge
Michael J.
influence.
Fox was on Carson, and Johnny Carson, Back to the Future had just come out. And Johnny Carson said, when did you realize you really became famous? And he said, when I saw my face on the cover of Mad magazine.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's very complimentary.
Not Time, not Look, not Life, Mad magazine. That's the cultural landmark. Yeah, that's one of the reasons when I've said that I've told this story before, but when somebody from the staff at the Screensaver said, "There's this guy who wants to be on the show. He I don't know. He writes for Mad Magazine. His name is Dick DeBartolo." I said, "Dick DeBartolo?" I said, "Get him on!" and it was the beginning of a beautiful friendship, Dickie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's really cool.
And how many years ago? God, we've known each other.
That was probably 1966, I think, is when we met.
I think it was.
Yes.
I was showing you my brand new color crayon camera.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And now a letter to the editor.
Yes, and we're going to do two today because the second one will remind us to talk about something that we want to bring up. The first one is from Tim Rabner, Rabber, R-A-B-E-R, and the subject line is Strange Christmas Present, and he obviously had watched last week's show where we talked about the Mr. Heater portable buddy propane heater. And Tim writes, after watching the weekly Daily Giz Wiz, it reminded me of one of my favorite presents given to me by my in-laws. Under the tree with a long handle with the bottom of it wrapped in festive Christmas paper, I unwrapped it and it revealed an electric heater box. I gladly thank my mother-in-law for my electric toilet seat warmer with the long handle. She was a genius for knowing what we needed because growing up, it was tough sitting on a cold seat in the outhouse.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. So he lives in Henderson, Kentucky. Hopefully,
oh, well,
things
they
have
just got
changed.
indoor plumbing there last year, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I
Wow.
always got along great with my late mother-in-law. Thanks for the memory. Tim, Henderson, Kentucky. Oh, he said, I'm also the proud owner of the first two GizWiz LED hats. Oh, it was perfect. So he could warm the outhouse
Sure.
and then see what he was doing.
Unfortunately, he had many Mad magazines in those days, but they've all been used.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hey, I'm just looking at Heritage Auctions where they're going to auction off your leftover old Mad magazines.
Yes.
Dick.
No, not my leftover. My Heritage. Perfectly yellowed.
Yeah. Dick, Norman Mingo, Mad number 108, Alfred as Santa Claus cover, original art, $23,500.
Oh, yeah, Leo, that's the original art, not just a copy of
Oh,
Mad.
all right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But no, I have hopes that, that it'll. Yeah.
This is the place where people who are serious collectors of yellowed magazines hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, you'll get at least $1.50.
Yeah. I just have to make more than $189.
So you'll be ahead. You know, there's another one of them schemes. You're like the Jackie Gleason of schemes. You know, oh, we're making $1 million. $1 million.
Exactly. Yeah, well, like this show.
This show. We'll be rich. Totino's
You'll be
Pizza
rich.
Rolls.
You'll
We'll be
work
rolling
you'll
them.
just work a few years for free, and then you'll be on Easy Street.
Easy Street.
I know. So I called Lisa, and I said, Lisa, I'm not on Easy Street. She said, sell your magazine.
That's right. You're just around the corner.
She said, no, we'll send you a plaque that says Easy Street. Go live on it.
We could change that sign.
We could change it. So, Leo, this is the other thing I wanted to bring up. Bill in Michigan writes, in case Google cross-site scripts fails at TWiT TV/best of, I have found it. It is Daily Giz Wiz, 1250, December 24th, Christmas Eve of last year.
Yeah.
It was the source of the brick TWiT house.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I will forward this to you. The podcast timestamp is 1503. That is when the golden words entered the atmosphere. Leo fell off his ball, and you said brick TWiT house, and the rest is history. Way to go, Dick. So I will forward you this. So my question is, can I submit
Sure.
Because
all you got to do is go to twit.tv/best of.
Okay.
And we're looking for the best bits from all of our shows. There's a drop down there for every one of them. And just pick the Daily Giz Wiz. Actually, it's the weekly Daily Giz Wiz now.
Yes.
And put as much as you know, but even if it's just a comment saying, I remember this happened. So what was it that happened?
I had a gadget called, I believe it was called Wet Circuits. I mean, I'll look it up on my thing.
Okay.
And it was, do you remember this?
No.
And it was a power strip that would stay on even if submerged.
Yes.
And Myra was here, and I had the power strip with a nightlight plugged into it and a big jar of water. And I said, Leo, in case this goes wrong, I thought I'll just do it live on the show.
Yeah, because you might only get to do it once.
I thought it was good. And you said to me, have you seriously thought this through? And I said, well, the PR people said it would work. And you said, oh, the PR people said it would work.
Trust PR.
So I thought, well, you know what? I've gone this far. I'm doing it. So I did drop the strip in the water, and it stayed lit, and there was no explosion. And I'm here today to talk about it.
But it could have very easily gone the other way. I got to tell you.
The other way. So I'm going to put that in as my best.
I like it. I like it.
So
we'll have a great episode. We're doing this with all our shows. We did it last year. I think we did it the year before. Because we don't want to have to do more shows between Christmas and New Year's, so we'll just have best ofs all week long. Actually,
so will the best of air like on Christmas Eve when we normally do it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly. That's a good question.
Okay.
Now you're asking tough questions. I don't know the answers to. But I think that's the idea. Is it would air in the time slot
that fans normally go.
That it would normally air. And then, of course, you get it as a podcast if you subscribe, and I hope you do subscribe. And I'll be back December 31st.
Can subscribe?
Oh, yes. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah,
I thought if I wasn't here that it just wouldn't be. Oh, okay.
Just send a check or money order for $19.95 to P.O. Box. To subscribe. P.O. Box 19000, Grand Central Station, 10019. And you'll be getting your very own, delivered by a uniformed member of the federal government, your very own copy. No, it's subscription's free. It's on iTunes. Just look for the Weekly Daily Giz Wiz or any of our shows. Actually, if you look for TWiT, you'll get the whole list. There's a whole TWiT page of shows. And yeah, the best way to do it is to subscribe. Absolutely. Interesting. I think we'll be here New Year's Eve, though, right? So
we are here. Yes, we are live New Year's Eve.
All right. We're going to have a GizWiz Merry Christmas to wrap this up.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, that's right. And then there are
this might be it. This might be our last.
I'll see. Well, no, I'll see you on the 31st.
Oh, shoot.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my co-host.
Damn it. So no, I won't be here. No, I'll be here the 17th.
6.
Damn it.
You.
No. The 10th is next week. That's when Tom Merritt will do the show. The 17th, I will be here. The 24th, the 24th, Christmas Eve, we'll do the best of. The 31st, it'll be you and me in the last show of 2011.
Right. Then we will do a show January 7th
in
live.
Las Vegas.
No. January 7th, we'll do it live here.
Here?
Yes, because CES doesn't start until the 9th.
Oh, well, all right. So we'll have the following Saturday off.
That's when the stuff that we taped at Showstoppers will show.
Right, because we're gonna do a special as we did last year, and it was really fun. GizWiz from CES at Showstoppers.
Yes.
Well, in any event, Paul Minshall has done this wonderful Christmas celebration, the 12 Days of Gizmas, or something. And I'm gonna play it out. Dick, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And
I really have a load of fun doing this. It's so great.
We'll see you next week. No, I won't, but somebody.
No, you won't.
Somebody
else will see.
Somebody will see you next week.
The talented Tom Merritt.
The doctor will see you next week.
Okay.
And you say,
I'll be here.
Thank you. How long have we done this?
First day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me a Nokia N93. On the second day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the third day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the fourth day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the fifth day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the sixth day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the seventh day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 7 Sony Walkman, 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the eighth day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 8 Palm Pilot, 7 Sony Walkman, 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the ninth day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 9 cubic collars, 8 Palm Pilot, 7 Sony Walkman, 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the 10th day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 10 toilet tunes, 9 cubic collars, 8 Palm Pilot, 7 Sony Walkman, 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the 11th day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 11 Euro clubs, 10 toilet tunes, 9 cubic collars, 8 Palm Pilot, 7 Sony Walkman, 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N93. On the 12th day of Christmas, the GizWiz gave to me 12 Drobo backups, 11 Euro clubs, 10 toilet tunes, 9 cubic collars, 8 Palm Pilot, 7 Sony Walkman, 6 Scotty vests, 5 titanium sporks, 4 power squids, 3 road mice, 2 toothpick birds and a Nokia N90.
Merry Christmas, everybody, from the GizWiz. Thank you, Paul Minshaw. Pollywood.com.
Bye, everybody.
Isn't
Happy
that great?
holidays.
And it ends with, I'll be there.